So, a bit stuck in this way of thinking that, oh, you could leave the Sven alone and go to Tide's lane, but this is better. I would say flat out better. If they get this Tide against Beast matchup, that's a matchup Tide loves, because once you get Kraken Shell level 2, you basically ignore the boars at part, and it allows them to play this very strong aggro tri-lane with Sven, AA, Mirana. This lane is filthy. And Alchemist could struggle.
I was kind of like joking about it before, like, because I just hear the conversations happening at the welcome party. I was like, you know what, an Alchemist, he'll be fine. He'll be totally fine, just as long as, like, there's no way he can lose his lane. But they're definitely going to put that to the test. Snaking is being pushed back underneath this tower. He's got a lot of regen to work with. Miracle, he will really be running this hard drag. Whatever creep you got back underneath the tower and just farming potential safety.
Very interesting if Liquid take this approach. Maybe they're thinking, if we aggro Trials, we're not winning our lane anyway, so we could aggro onto the Tide. Oh, he might be
Snaking
in
back in a lot of trouble. He can't move himself back. Kuro's got the body block off, and all that early harassment damage from GH did his work.
So the logic here, we can't win our safe lane with the Alchemist, so we might as well leave him alone, pressure another place on the map, and what our benefit is maybe we can stack some camps. Actually, never mind. They went for the first blood, and now they're coming bottom. Yep. We're giving Miracle a little bit of a head start on experience by not taking that as 3 heroes. They get him the acid spray that might allow them to play this tri-lane. Zeus, by the way, starting with 5 mangoes, not winning mid lane either against CCNC. So far, I would say a pretty good start for NewBee for all of them.
CCNC's not letting up on the aggression. He's staying up in the face of Weeha. Wee's already forced to salve up. He had his opportunity because Sleight of Fist was used.
Another benefit of the Mirana, we're seeing that right there. Didn't cut that, but of course can one-shot those neutral creeps. Narrows the big Wild Wing. Playing these tri-lanes, that could be a very nice farm. Experience and gold for them. Obviously, if Liquid are nearby to the camp, also get experience. We want to try to potentially zone them away or try to farm these big creeps while Liquid's doing something else.
I always feel like Liquid are trying to get aggressive on this bottom lane, but they're not finding the opportunity to do so. Paradise move to a very defensive position, always behind Yoa.
Sven is not a good target. That's one of Alchemist's biggest weak. Laning is terrible, but he doesn't offer much in the way of offense unless you skill unstable concoction, but then your acid spray is weak or your Grieval's Greed is too low level when you want to go jungle. So maybe Miracle will get 1 value point, we'll see.
Yeah,
but you definitely don't level it beyond that.
2-0-1 for the moment.
Yep. NewBee are very happy right now.
Yeah.
Their lanes are going great. They're winning 3 lanes. I guess, actually not. Beastmaster's still ahead on... like he's fine. Surely if they start diving the tower, there's going to be some help coming in from either just cooldowns or bad communication, and they end up not getting that. Might get a kill on MSS. No, he will get away.
He's got so many stick charges, and Kura's got no follow-up.
They just let them dive Miracle for literally 15 seconds.
Yep.
He got no help. Maybe TPs were on.
Yeah, maybe they were as confident as you were too. It's just like, you know what, you're fine, Miracle. Like, you're totally fine. You almost juked him out through the tree lines too. So MSS and Paladai will end up burning the shrine straight back out to being aggressive again.
Miracle's had enough, by the way. He's
gonna feel pretty sad about that. Put up the Hawk just a little too late to see MSS waiting in the trees.
I actually thought that Ravage would miss. That was very close. Yeah. Snaking, knowing the limits of the Ravage there.
So if we've got some downtime, we can watch that in slow motion on our replay in just a bit. But Weeha's adding a bit of pressure towards the mid lane. Kuro looking to try and help out to get the kill onto CCNC. Now, there is no Flame Guard available, so CCNC feeling a little pressured. Gets back up the hill. Sleight of Fist trying to dodge that attack, buying a little bit more time with a phase boost, movement away, but no, it's going to be way too much with Weeha having that double damage rune. And Mind Control's arrived. Vladimir's is up, and they're going to add the pressure to the tier 1 tower.
Look at the build on Viper too.
Double braces. We're going into Veil.
But not quite.
Okay, we're
tanking up.
We've got ourselves a moment. If okay, so here's that.
Set them up for
it actually feels like the kill up on top lane didn't help them out. Now the snaking burnt Ravage. It's like, well, you got the confidence just to keep pushing down these tier 1 towers. Where's the pressure to come from Yoa then? Like, he's still working on his Hand of Midas on bottom lane. The tier 1 tower on bottom lane is taking almost no damage. And Mind Control's ready with his roar. They'll cut through the trees. The creep wave is following, snaking in there. But a lot of this is already scouted out. NewBee have this line of wards that runs the northern side of the map, so they understood just how much Liquid was bringing to bring down that tier 1 tower.
They're gonna let it go again. So what's the trade-off though? Sven's doing some damage bottom, but
CC and C I think is looking for something in the mid with the Invis rune.
he can't solo kill Alchemist with the Bracer. You have the Beastmaster Aura, you have the Kyrus, you have Bloodlust. This is an easy kill. Holy, okay, that's a bit faster than I thought it would be. If they have Medallion.
Even with Ice Blast down because it was used in the mid, like they can't even scout it out.
They give the Aegis to Miracle. Alchemist is one of those heroes that Aegis is a little bit weird because sometimes it's really good and other times it feels almost useless. Obviously, being a transformation-based ulti hero, one of your lives is bound to be without that chemical rage. Depending on the timing in the fight, it can be. But who else would you give it to? You don't want to give it to your Viper. He's not going to get targeted.
Giving it to Zeus to pop off everything he's got and come back again.
And then die instantly?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. Yeah, there's no better Aegis carry in this game. And
protect the money.
Usually in Alchemist games, you will give it to Alch, because around the time you kill Roche is when Alchemist wants to go high ground. That just doesn't seem like a possibility in this game right now. I don't think Liquid get a chance to...
Look at him come to fight though. Ice Blast is flying forward from Pylai Die. It's just hitting the back line, so GH is already going to go down to CC and C. So I was watching Miracle's presence. Where does the stuns come? I get to miss every single kill on this camera.
Kuro kind of just got overwhelmed.
Yeah.
His tower is gone.
It's like left behind for everyone else. CC and C gets Searing Chains off over on Viper. Snaking's moving in with a gush. Viper really slowed down. There's Yuar with a stun and the damage output. No Bracer will protect you from that. And he's already I mean, yeah, he's back. Miracle gets the BKB. They need to wait a little long before that ready to fight this, and NewBee saw the window. Ravage was up. They wanted to get in there.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling this Viper build in this game. I'm not completely sure what. Like maybe this is a good build in a lot of games on Weeha's Viper. I just don't.
It's around the back, but then the buyback in from Weeha, and they think twice about it.
So again, it's a big win for NewBee. They killed Weeha, forced a buyback, and it cost them nothing. Alchemist had to BKB. That's a really big BKB charge.
His net worth is just plummeting with this. Like, he's actually almost below 4 heroes of NewBee.
Yeah. Weeha's game is... Yeah, now he's buying armor. Right, there comes the Shiva buildup. Again, I mentioned it before. I think this Kaya Sanj has its place, maybe, in some Viper games. To me, this is not one of them. And this has really slowed down his item progression. I would have loved to see at least the plate mail on the way to get this armor that he so needs. Like, you saw him getting blown up by this Sven. There was a bit of an arrow in from Mirana, but the rest was just the Sven with his Bloodthorn just wailing at him.
Oh, here they go again. Instantly into the break.
Here.
Here comes your Ice Blast forward. Yeah, he's dead.
That's bad.
Over a minute and a half on the sidelines. Yuar did burn the BKB for this.
He bought back and he's playing up far in a very dangerous lane with no teammates close by to save him. Not Weeha's. This is not Weeha. It just hasn't been Weeha's game so far. And you have to turn to Miracle to be able to carry this game and play around him as a team, but the problem that you're facing is every time you want to group up, these waves are pushing in, so Weeha feels forced to, you know what, I gotta push this extra wave, I gotta go that little bit further and take the risk so that we can make our own play, and this time it just gets punished way too hard.
Now he's at least got the Abyssal Blade up and running, gonna go for a Blink Dagger as his next item.
Wait, where is Piranha?
They're really chasing down CC and C. Are they like, well, this guy must not have a Remnant down? Even TP Arm from Mind Control went to the tier 3 tower, but he's not going to do that without a Remnant.
Support arrives.
And now it's bounty time again. Liquid will... Maybe it's a 1-for-3 trade-off once again.
Yeah.
Alchemist seems like he kind of wants to go, but...
NewBee can just go for Roshan. Just play it safe and get this first win.
Maybe it's a 1-for-3 trade-off once again.
Yeah.
Alchemist seems like he kind of wants to go, but he has no chemical rage ready. So he's actually weak right now for this fight. He might try it anyway.
Well, Slide's already been used. Thunder God's Wrath. Mind Control's in a very, very bad position. Yuar jumps in. He'll get the roar off, but Mind Control runs away, but not fast enough. CC and C is the last physical bit of damage to attack through that BKB of Mind Control, and they're going underneath the tower. They really want to keep this push going with the Ravage, clipping over on 3 with a Bloodthorn being used. Viper's down again. Weeha is a non-factor this game, and CC and C, he's everything. To the front line, a double kill for Yuar. GH will die in the tree lines. It leaves the last man standing, Miracle, still trying to farm up his Blink Dagger on the bottom lane. But NewBee can just go for Roshan. Just play it safe and get this first win against Team Liquid to start off their TI9 campaign.
What a great start to the day that would be for them. You know, these groups, there's so much to play for in the group. Step number one, don't get last in the group. Then you're already at the main event, and getting to the main event is worth it.
Oh, again, the Bloodthorn's already out. Alchemist, he got Pistol Blades, at least he's able to miss out the arrow. Concoction beginning again, he's starting to stun over on MSS. Mind Control, he'll arrive, what can he do? There's no Raw available, he can just give him a medallion, try and get Miracle back into relative safety. With the regeneration, it's still not going to be enough. And the Ice Blast, well, it won't hit Mind, the Ice Blast is coming in. Weehar is totally dead, but then again, the initiation is the backlines. They find the Tidehunter, and have they got enough control? He's still got Ravage available, he doesn't want to use it, but the BKB is up. The Raw snaking, he would burn the cheese. He got his life back again, and they're ready to Ravage with the dunk and the arrows to connect. Goodbye, Ogre. Goodbye, Alchemist. In just a second, if they can see him out, and they will be able to. Mind Control's trying to retreat back out, but you know the primary target is Miracle. He blinks. He's actually going to TP himself away, so they burned the Aegis to the Immortal, and now Viper, he's in a little deep, but they're still going up further north. They're looking for snaking. This battle is just splitting up every 2 different ways. The BKBs have been burned. Weehar is finally going to go down. He'll bring MSS down with him, thanks to Viper Strike tick damage, but it's Alchemist. He doesn't have his Chemical Rage available. They have to force up and back underneath the Tier 1 tower, even with the bind back from GH. Now he may end up going down underneath his own Tier 1 tower too. So many hero steps for so long, and Yawar, he wants more. He wants Miracle. The Chemical Rage is finally back off cooldown. So Miracle and Mind Control can retreat back to safety. Yawar, he's looking for the fight, and so is Miracle. Here's your first stun. The follow-up, a Pistol Blades available, and they actually do bring it down Yawar. Over 1,000 gold for the kill, and Miracle shows he's got some teeth.
That was a good fight from NewBee until that move from Yawar. I'm not sure what was going through his mind there. He's completely alone, running in, hoping to get a Blink Dagger initiation, but he didn't have Blink Dagger ready. And it's just Alchemist jumping on him with the vision, getting a quick kill, and
Alchemist has already run himself away.
Crucial force step from GH. He saved Miracle completely there. Getting caught out like that with the Ice Blast on top.
Oh, Mind Control, get away.
And that's big. That's big for Liquid. Sure, you lose your Viper, but man, that was expensive for NewBee. They used the Ember Spirit buyback. And you just gotta wonder how CCNC got jumped like this. I feel like Tide was in range to help with a Blink Pipe or Blink Ravage. I don't know if he got cancelled by a Zeus ulti. Perhaps that's what happened, and Snake wasn't able to help his teammate out there.
I actually thought Yawar was going to be in there faster. He's got the Lincoln Sphere, like putting that on the Ember Spirit. If you're going to use CCNC as such obvious bait, it would make more sense.
Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. It must have been. Maybe they were trying to bait this fight and they were like, come on guys, go on the Ember, he has buyback, he has a Remnant out. If you start this fight, we're gonna come in with our Tide Ravage and we'll kill your Alchemist, which looked great for a moment there, but once again that Force Staff, and I think he even got glimmered as well by Kuro perhaps, just got him out of trouble. And now this game got a lot more interesting because
it got so much closer.
The thing we needed from Liquid in this game, with one good team fight around Miracle catching this Ember, just happened.
Miracle's on a hunt. Again. I like how he's got the Radiance off. So there's no visibility that he's here, so he wants to try and get this quick pick onto MSS. Concoction blink forward. Now that MSS has blinked in, he's going to run into the trees. Oh, no Miracle! Okay, they're both there. Oh, okay. I thought I wanted a battle. No, I need to come and smoke.
Yep. Get ready for the bounties. Big moment in the game, 40 minutes in. This is when we start getting 2 power runes. So both sides of the river will now have active runes, and generally the team that has map control, the team that has mind control sometimes also has an advantage at this point. Liquid.
How fast they do this. The Ember Spirit's already in. CCNC's going to jump in. Questline of Fist Steering Chains. Snaking, still looking for his right target to go for his own jump in, but Kuro, the Ravage is out. Ice Blast on the way into Roshan, who's going to claim it? Miracle gets the Aegis, the Immortal. Yawar, he's moved in. There's still cheese on the deck for the moment. Mind Control will grab it. It's Yawar. The Raw comes out. CCC, the side of 50 actually dodges the pushback from the Raw, but they burned the Aegis, the Immortal. Remember, it's on an Alchemist who doesn't have Chemical Rage available. Kuro, not much more to give. He goes back inside the pit. He can throw out an Ignite, but you've already lost 2 heroes. Going to make it 3 as CCNC making the most of this Aghanim Scepter. Jumps forward, looks for the kill over on Beastmaster. The backlines can do its own thing as well as Mind Control does go down with Kuro. Viper underneath the Shrine. He'll trigger it up. A triple buyback out from Liquid. My God, do they need something to make this work? The Miracle! He stuns himself! He tried to actually just concoct TP out. Doesn't work. The Nimbus is barely off target.
Oh man, he wanted to concoct TP in, but it's...
I'm not seeing anybody holding like a refresher shot.
There is an Axe on Viper. Antagonist Blessing is a good. You flat out just go for a surprise jump. You get a ward in the enemy base, and you jump and ravage and try to kill the back line. You know they have 0 buybacks. You know this. So if you catch even a hero like Zeus, blowing up Zeus is really good value right now. To be able to continue pushing. But it looks like the map control play is what NewBee are leaning toward right now.
Yeah, CCNC's got the bottom.
It's fine.
UR can jump around. They already got a little bit of extra chip damage, so it's down to half life on the bottom tier 3.
Liquid are very cornered right now. It's find any opening on them. You're already playing with these low mobility heroes. You've used up your smokes. And the enemy team just has lives on you. They have buybacks, you don't. It's tricky. You kind of have to play defense.
Doesn't NewBee still need to force it though? Like you're 3 minutes, you know the team don't have that second life.
You could technically hope for an early Roche, and then you will have Aegis, Cheese, Refresher, or Ags, or whatever, or all, before Liquid are able to get their buybacks back online. How long is it? 3.5? Okay, that's pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty unlikely.
It's such a long time, but they're at least ripping through the creep waves. Arrow flies forwards a little too short. Now Miracle jumps in looking for their own target, trying to bring down Sven. They're able to do so. Dead for 100 seconds, and they want an extra chase. The Raw over an Ancient Apparition, looking for the support. The arrow is tanked up by the BKBs. Now the double buyback will arrive. Team Liquid just want to get back into their home, back into their base, but they just can't do it. The Ravage from Snaking clipped them all. 2 minutes down for such a long time on Miracle. Let all the stuns go you want, but without the buybacks, without the life, this is what NewBee wanted. A small opportunity to just try and take the rest of this base. A triple kill for CCNC. He wants the Ultra. He's looking towards Weehar and he'll claim him. The arrow flies forward. MSS will steal it, but that is GG. NewBee, they will be...
This could be another really great game.
I'll hope for it. In the moment, Team Liquid trying to contest for the bounty runes. Spirit's already out as GH will take all the bonus damage, but the poison starting to stack up, soaking up the Rocket Barrage. GH trying to beat into MSS, looking for this kill. The bounty runes have now been put out, but GH, even with 5 stacks of poison, he doesn't care. He gets the first blood, turns around for a little bit more. They've burned off so much mana of Yoar. He's forced down the lane, and Pilot Eye's been spamming nothing but Shadow Poison, so he's also bone dry.
Yeah.
And it goes 1-1 as far as the bounty runes go.
It's going to be 3 for Liquid. They
Yeah.
got the aggressive one, and that's usually when you have a trade like this in the start where one team gets first blood and there's an immediate counter kill, it's kind of a net 0, just because, you know, the guy who got the kill is worth a lot suddenly, because he's the highest net worth in the game, right? And that's what we saw right there. The reward for Yoar compared to GH's first blood kill on MSS is almost identical. So, very minor win for Liquid, but like you pointed out, the big win there is the mana. Like, draining all of this mana, forcing NewBee to buy these mangoes. MSS brought a couple for Pilot Die. But yeah, that's interesting. And this time around, I don't think the NewBee matchup for Snaking is as good as last time. I think Axe does very well against Legion Commander compared to the Beastmaster against Tide that we saw last game.
He's seeing Mind Control even. Okay, now he'll get the Battle Hunger up. He knows it's just going to be pressed off though. But being in... And trying to keep tabs on the mid lane as well as the top lane as well. The OG spending a lot of time very close towards that tier 1 tower, trying to stay in Weehar's face.
Really good CSing from Yoar in the tower, by the way. In the safe lane, great job from him there, getting the whole wave. And yeah, mid lane, like you said, good for CCNC. This should be an OD favorite matchup, so expected outcome. Last game, I think he maybe did slightly better on Ember against Viper than expected. I'm not completely sure how that goes, but he did a great job. So far, so good for CCNC in this series. I wonder how this top lane is going to go in the long run. I feel like Legion will lose pretty hard, but let's wait and see. Mind Control can, at the very least, he can always just cut the wave, right? Like, what's Legion going to do about it? They can both just cut waves. Legion hits it with the moment of courage, and Axe just kills it with Helix.
This bottom lane is so crazy because you've got Gyrocopter getting stunned up, bashed up. GH is burning through so much life on this bottom lane. And it's not because he's got himself a stack. In fact, they've put down 1 sentry ward to block the easy stack that GH wants to use, but there's 3 heroes that GH keeps clipping every single time.
Legion Commander, it's not a winning battle. Oh, Astral from CCNC will secure the rune for Snaking. Oh, nice call. Mind Control just barely getting him on the edge there.
It's down bottom lane though. That's that's where the real pressure is. SD Disruption's already out. Miracle wants to finish off Highlight Eye. The real one goes left while Weeha working with GH to bring down MSS. They're trying to get rid of the medic before they can get rid of Yawar. And even with the hit back with a swashbuckle, Yawar, the dive underneath the tower continues to stomp. Snaking arrives, he gets the door off. It's over on the Animate. No way to jump out, no way to use those 17 one charges that Miracle had ready to go. So Snaking wants a little bit more of his own. Over to Eli Die. Snaking trying to break him free. Give him some extra life with the overwhelming odds. It's going to work. And now with the dual AT splitter, it hits back pretty damn hard, but they're going to survive through it. Axe, he's so low on life, but he will go down. IO trapped inside the river with the Mana Void. They just bring in just enough damage to finish the job, but this is still 2-for-1 trade-off. And Liquid, they smoked up. They were the initiators in this.
It is. He is still ahead of the Battle Fury Anti-Mage, minute 21.
Smoke's gonna break, blink him. There's your first duel out, Legion Commander. Look at Pango. He is really killing himself, but they sleep him off. Pango needs to jump away into the Rolling Thunder. He'll get the jump out. You do drop the hammer from CC&C. The damage is enough to kill off CM. But now with Pango, we are back into the fight again. You have enough damage control on Snaking to get Miracle the kill on him. And a triple kill from CC, and letting it go allows Mind Control to TP away to safety. Kuro trapped up inside the tree lines, and Team Liquid, they've already lost 3. They've killed a support, and now they're going to lose their final support as well.
That's a dual kill.
It is a dual kill. Plus 74. Now here comes Mind Control in for the call. MSS is there for the tether. Have they got the damage to kill the Gyrocopter with Mind Control's Blade Mail? They do. They burn through the Aegis Immortal, but Duel is out, and Animate, he turned it around with the Spell Shield. It still doesn't matter. AM is still dead. Mind Control can't run himself away from this. Or can he? With the shield crushed down? No, he can't. Yuan's got himself a double kill. CC&C wants his own. They're waiting for Weeha to get out of that Rolling Thunder so they can go at him again with a defensive imprisonment. Weeha still can't finish the job on Sneaking. Finally, he has a double kill down, but so is the cooldown. Weeha will get out of range for the second missile, but not the homing one. Pango will fall by Axe. Oi! Oh, Mind Control. This may be a side death. He turns on the Blade Mail, but Yawar's on the chase. The home missile's coming as well. The call down, well off target. Mind Control not protected anymore. The Glimmer Cape is worn off, and Yawar just goes for the double kills. Moves out, goes after Koro, while Anti-Mage gets trapped a little bit further down. Weeha banished. He actually got the Thunder off, but no, he doesn't. Down he goes with a double kill. Mind Control bought back just in case his 9 deaths went already.
But in the end, like, his game is just extremely difficult, and he has to go for a team. Who else is going to engage?
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you gotta jump, right? If you're not letting the enemy team totally control the game.
Kuro's going to engage. He jumps in, goes for the Frostbite. He's going to take so much damage. He's almost going to die from this. And maybe with MSS, though, just Yule dodges. Weeha's jump forward. The EG splitter hits on nothing, but Miracle does get the backlines, killing off Highlight.
Hits himself.
Holding out the buyback, but there is the Hex out, and they got the control. CC&C so damn low. He's actually got not enough life. Or does he? Still alive. Weeha. Okay, that's how they get his enough life. Liquid just die. And then there's no more damage to be done. Kuro will let it go. But this is 2-0 in favor of NewBee. They start off their TI9